Hi guys, it's me Ziad back with another Clash of Clans video. Today we'll just be jumping into the Pekka. Let's go to it. We can see the Pekka, a samurai robot no one knows. Pekka's armor absorbs even the mightiest of blows. So we know the Pekka is tough. We know it does a lot of damage. In my last video I spoke quite extensively about the Pekka. So you guys can just go back there if you want to know a little bit more. I can't quite remember what I said, but I did say that you want to use rage spells on Pekkas and even invisibility spells. You want to make sure you have invisibility spells. Guys, this is the thing about troops with high amount of hit points. It's a huge advantage and a huge risk at the same time. But that's why you might want to make sure that you have enough invisibility spells in the bank, because as soon as that Inferno Tower, single target Inferno Towers lock on to any troop that has high hit points, including Electro Dragons, any troop, can be a golem, it will drain that advantage that it has to zero, and it will put you at serious risk for failure. So guys, make sure you have at least a couple of invisibility spells. We're gonna get into the matches and tweak the army like we do. Make sure you have at least, one or two healing spells, depends on your preference. But I'd say with a Pekka army, essentials include invisibility spell, essentials include rage spell. So number one, you can maximize that damage by amplifying it, and you can protect them from being taken out. Guys, this is what I've come up with: 5 Pekkas to take out all any bowling. They target any bowling. Then I thought we need some troop that also targets all the defenses and clears the path for the rest of our troops. So I went with let me just go to the Pekka army. Here's the Pekka army: 5 Pekkas, 15 giants, 5 balloons. Balloons target defenses just like giants do, and they do a ton of damage. 5 wizards. Then you got your little bit of supporting troops. 5 archers. And for cleanup, guys, don't forget cleanup, goblins. Extremely good value with goblins. So guys, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into the battle. Here we go. Guys, what you want to do with the Pekka attack, I think you should go for the side of the base, or attack the side of the base that has a much higher hit point density, so that you can maximize that massive damage they do. Like here, you can see the town hall has massive hit points, and it's just common sense to go for it. So we are gonna do that. Let's release our giants. Remember guys, first release your tanks to take our defenses first. Guys, our army isn't yet, we don't have a proper army here, but we are working what we have. Rage them up, heal them up. Guys, only release your Pekkas once everything is cleared. Deploy that clone spell. Now guys, now's the time you wanna. There we go, come on Pekkas. Oh man, guys, this is what happens. A misdirect. It's a misplacing of Pekkas. That's what happens. They target any bowling, so you must create a funnel. But guys, this battle is already a success. We do not have to worry too much here. That's the great thing about this kind of base. I mean, we took out the town hall, so whatever, if we get a 50% here, it'll just be a bonus. You know, it's like optional now. So guys, this is how you want to use the Pekka. Make sure, not exactly like this. We could have done it 10 times better, but for our first try, this is really good. So guys, you want to create that funnel. You want to make sure the Pekka goes for the higher hit point density of the base or the town hall, whatever you prefer. There we go guys, not bad at all. We made not too much loot, but the point of this battle is just to obtain that 3 stars or 1 star. Make sure we're at least all successful. Here we can see we made 132k. Add that up to 256k. It's around about 390k or something like that. So let's just say 400k elixir. Um, Not bad. And our army wasn't even proper, you know. So now we got star bonus. Guys, now we're gonna train the proper army. So guys, we made a few mistakes in that last battle, even though it was a success. Number one, we did not attack a base that has double the elixir that we're using to train our armies. We didn't create a proper funnel. We saw some most of that pickers wandered off, and that was our downfall there. Um, Clone spell, that was not really very effective with pickers. We can change that, change it to anything you want, guys. Even a heal spell, but with pickers they're generally gonna move very fast, so you wanna make sure you have maybe one heal spell, a couple of rage. If they get targeted by single target infernos, they have that, so make sure you have enough invisibility spells. And um yeah, you just want to make sure you have enough enough invisibility spells and rage spells. You just have to focus on that with the P.E.K.K.A army, guys. So guys, here we go. We've got our army ready. Let's just go back to our P.E.K.K.A. 5 pickers, 15 giants, 5 uh balloons, 5 wizards, 10 goblins, 5 archers. Our spells, essential spells first, rage and invisibility, and the rest you can just pick. Maybe take one heal for your giants. And guys, we all know haste is not going to be that effective, only with the balloons maybe. So we want to use a spell that we can rely on. Make sure it's reliable. So we traded that one. We're gonna trade both, or maybe we keep one haste for the balloons. Rage was more for the pickers, and healing is more for the giants, and invisibility is more for anything really. But mostly also for the pickers, single target infernos, eagle artillery, you name it. So that's it, guys. That's what we're doing. 5 pickers, 15 giants, 5 balloons, 5 wizards, 10 goblins, 5 archers, 2 rage, 4 invisibility, 1 healing, 1 haste. That's what we've come to. Train that. And that's what we are doing. My next army is gonna take quite a while. Let's just speed it up a bit. Guys, I also wanna collect some dark elixir. I know I have some resources here in my clan castle, but 2.4k. That means I'm gonna get about 187. Yeah, 187.3. 187.3. 187.3k. Yeah. So yeah, I really got under 3k of dark elixir I need to get from battle, just so I can get my my king up to speed to level 50. As you guys can see, my grand warden's gonna return to from level 20 next time. And guys, exciting things are happening. Lots of exciting things happening in my home village. So guys, must stay tuned. Guys, now we know where we went wrong in this battle. A couple of pointers here. As you guys can see, let's just pause the battle right there. Okay, the first things first, we must choose a base that has ample loot. At least double the amount you're using to train the army. So we know with every army it's going to be around about 300 or 400k at this level. So I need to aim for 750k. Even if I don't know the exact amount, 750k is a safe bet. I did not do that, but I think we did make enough back. But that is not the point here, guys. We must apply the technique. Send in those tanks that target defenses, send in those giants, send in the supporting troops after, send in your heroes, those are included in tanks. Send in those balloons as well. Make sure you make a funnel. Okay. Anyway, guys, I was just talking right now about leasing your tanks, creating that funnel, choosing a base that has enough loot. Um, Guys, what you must do with pickers, you have no other choice but to create a funnel, because what will happen is your picker will wander off. So let's just play. As you guys can see, my giants are just trying to get through that wall, and all my troops that target defenses have been deployed. My tanks that target defenses have been deployed, including the balloons, giants, and heroes. Remember that, guys. First wave, tanks that target defenses, release those first. Then release supporting troops, including wizards, archers, and release it in that manner. Use whatever spells is appropriate. As you guys can see here, we've raised those balloons up. Extremely good value there. And it's gonna get taken out right here. As you guys can see, I just used the invisibility spell just to keep those balloons alive. My archer queen is enraged here. Okay, the town hall is gone, guys. That is the main thing about this battle. We won already, whether we collected enough loot or not. We have used every spell. Our hero's ability have not been deployed. And guys, the goblins, you hold back so that you can just clean up the resources after the base has been, all the defenses are gone. Use that goblins, great value. You're probably gonna have to deploy them not after your tanks die necessarily, but quite later in the battle. Because what will happen is if you deploy them after they're dead, the eagle artillery might take out your goblins. You do not want that, guys. You want to deploy them at the right time. Not too early with the goblins. Hold them back a little bit. Then deploy them. So guys, that is our technique. And as soon as you created a funnel right here, right there, I deployed the pickers right over here, which was wrong. I was supposed to deploy it here and make sure that those pickers go inside the base but not on the outside. And that was the mistake here. As you guys can see now, 40% damage. We're heading to 2 stars. If you get the town hall, guys, always aim for that 50% damage, overall damage. Or in any battle, always aim for that 50% overall damage, so you can at least say it wasn't a loss of trophies, it was a win, even if you didn't make that loot back. So guys, remember, with the Pekka army, make sure you create a funnel so that those Pekkers get in the base, the most important part. Keep some rage for them and make sure they're alive, very important. So bases that do not have multi-target infernos might be a very big problem for you. So number one, the criteria. You need to take into account the criteria, including the amount of loot the base has, whether the infernos are, what the mode of the infernos are, and that should be some of the things you should just keep an eye out for, which could determine whether this army works or not. So once you get that out of the way, you're good to go. As you guys can see, the battle went very well after we got that town hall. Eagle artillery is just taking out everything here, which is a big problem. Guys, at this level, you cannot do much about the eagle artillery. You're gonna find that in every town hall 11. So you'll just have to plan around that. But the main things to keep an eye out on is that Inferno Tower and the funneling that pickers inside the base, the most toughest part. So guys, we're gonna apply the techniques now, see if it works. First things first, let me check how expensive this army is so I can see what I'm aiming for. Oh no, I have a feeling this is not too good. 372k, 371k, sorry. Slightly behind our baby dragon army. So it's like we're using a baby dragon army now. So I just need to I'll just go for 700k odd k. I mean, if I do that, I'll surely be sorted. Guys, so first things first, make sure you get the right base. First things first. Do not skip to step 100. Start from step 1. Here we go, guys. What I can see that stands out in this base is that, number one, it's not that strong, but it is dangerous for our Pekkers. I could release my Pekkers in the center right there. It could be a trap, but I think we can do it. Do you guys think we should do it? It's 492k. But do you think we should do it just as a demonstration? I think we should. We have clone spell here. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Releasing everything in the center. Guys, this battle has already been won. We'll be lucky if we can get 50% here. And you know the nice thing about this battle is that I already got all the elixir that I could get. I mean, you guys saw that this was extremely risky, but that spot right there in the middle, keeping that open, even if the clan castle troops came out, that was a mistake on this defender's part. What's his name? Mataza. Is that his name? Okay. That was a mistake on his part. He should not have done that. Made it possible for me to deploy my troops in the center of the base. Guys, the center of your base should be the most, the most protected. You should not even try to do something like that. Even if you do have a trap in play, you should not do that. It's way too risky. It's way too risky. Guys, we are lucky here to even get a 60% odd. 477 and 484k. Not bad, guys. 500k for each. What we're gonna do is just make sure we train another one of these armies. Guys, now we know that it works. We got 19 trophies. This is the Pekka army. Guys, just try it in your quick train, see if it works, and that's that. That's all I wanted to say about that. So it's 371k. That's what you have to make back at least. So you guys saw we made 484k, and that battle went extremely fast. It finished quite quick. We made a success of it. Guys, remember, with extreme risk comes also extreme success. It could be extreme failure or extreme success, one of the two. So right there, I thought that we were gonna lose. I mean, I didn't know we were gonna get all that loot that we actually got, and I didn't know that. I knew it might be a trap in the center, but I knew we had to take that risk. It was just, I think it was a mistake on the defender's part there. If he did not allow any space to deploy in the center, I probably would not have done so well and got the town hall maybe in the first place. So guys, that's what we want to do with the Pekkers. That's the Pekka army for you. Very strong. That's how you want to use spell. This is the kind of spells you want to use. You want to create a funnel. Guys, you saw there, one of our things that we must look out for is the funnel and the amount of loot. I didn't create a funnel because we didn't create a funnel because I didn't need to there. But you would want to create a funnel. Guys, our next farm is almost trained. We can actually jump into our last battle. But our spells is not. Okay, that's that then. Guys, do you think we should do it? I think we should, even though our spells isn't broody yet. gonna take quite a long time. Guys, let's do it. If I win this battle, it's definitely an indicator that this army, you should definitely use it. But I'm working on a deficit here, guys. So if this works, I do not need to say anything any more about this army. You just need to use it. Generally, guys, some people love air attack, some people love ground attack. So this is more that strong ground type of attack. But this is also that kind of attack that it could go wrong if you don't watch it. Like it almost went wrong in our first battle there. We almost lost, but we got the town hall. That's all that matters, guys. We've landed on a appropriate base here. Not the required amount of loot. I didn't get 750k here. Dark elixir, I mean normal elixir, but we are going for it. So release tanks that the target defenses first. So balloons, giants first. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Release the supporting troops behind. We're keeping those balloons alive. Guys, we've created a funnel. We're releasing all the pickers. This is how you want to do it. Okay, guys, the eagle artillery is on us. We have no choice but just to send those goblins in no matter what. 21%. I really hope we can win this battle. 1 star at least, guys. 1 star. Come on, pickers, get that town hall. And guys, this is what you want to do. So this technique works. This technique definitely works. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. %. So that was a success, working on the deficit. I could have had more spells there. I could have raged those pickers up when it was targeting the town hall. I could have raged those goblins up. But guys, that was an indicator. You should use this army definitely. It's 186k. We did not make the required amount of loot back. But the point is that we won. So that's what you want to do. I believe there's some events happening here. I'm just going to be going with witches. Guys, it's been great. That's how you use the Pekka army. Nothing much more to say about that. Next video we'll just be focusing on our next ground elixir troop. We've done the Pekka. We've done all the air elixir troops so far that we can, or that we have access to. Dragon Rider is a new troop. Guys, I will be doing I'll be unlocking the Yeti Town Hall 12. So guys, keep that in mind. So Pekka is done. I think next time we're gonna go with the miner. Very exciting, guys. My mine is not exactly strong, as you can see. It's level 3. I mean, level 3 is probably like Town Hall 9 or 10 level. So I'm still gonna get my miner up to speed. I should get it. You can see it's 6 million, 7 days and 12 hours. So next video is just gonna be about using the miner. A much more complicated troop, but not impossible to make an army with it. You know, make a specialized army around the miner. Let's see if we can make that miner army successful and effective. Anyway, guys, it's been great. See you on the next minor video. Um, have fun. It was fun. It's great, and at least all the battles that we have done with the Pekka was successful. But guys, just keep in mind, the main aim for all the battles is just loot. We need loot, and we need the battle to be a success. We need enough trophies, and we need enough loot. So guys, make sure you have that in mind. That's the only thing I can see here that I should improve more upon when attacking. Just keep searching for the following base until you find one that is enough loot, and then once you do, then carry on from there. That's it, guys. That's how you usually should determine what army you love, what army you should stick with. So try and change your armies up every now and then. um, don't just stick with one. Keep trying to improve it. Keep trying to see if you can improve it, and I promise you it will have an effect long term. See you guys on the next video.